All right, so in this video, we're going to be looking at complex fractions. All right, we'll start the conversation anyway. So a complex fraction is a fraction where the numerator or the denominator is a fraction itself. All right, so we've got a fraction on top of a fraction. Now this one, it can be rewritten as 2/3 divided by 8 over 15. All right, and now we can just apply the division rule for fractions. We'll keep the first one the same, change it to multiplication, and flip that second fraction. So same, change, flip. Now we can multiply straight across, or we can go ahead and cross cancel some things. 2 and 8, you can divide those by 2, becomes a 1, this becomes a 4. 15 and 3, you can divide those by 3, so 1, that becomes a 5. And now we can multiply straight across, and we just get 5 over 4, right? Now the trick is going to be to get our problems in this form, where we have a fraction divided by a fraction. All right. Let's do another example here. This will be the more common examples that you'll see when you've got some fraction where you have addition or subtraction going on. We're going to use the first method here. We're just going to add or subtract these fractions like normal to get it in this form. So to add or subtract these, I need to make them have the same denominator. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom here by 2, and top and bottom here by 3. That way they both have a denominator of 12. Right, so that's going to give me 3 over 2 times 5 is 10 over 12. And here we'll have 3 over 12. Now that they have the same denominator, we can go ahead and subtract them. So we'll get 3 over 10 minus 3 is 7 over 12. And now we can rewrite this just like we did up here, okay? So it's going to be 3 over 1 divided by 7 over 12, which will become 3 over 1 times 12 over 7. And here there's nothing that can simplify diagonally or vertically, so we'll just multiply straight across. 36 over 7. Okay. I'm going to show you the second method here as well. Let's see. We'll just rewrite the problem. 3 over 5/6 minus 1/4. And now later you'll see that there's going to be fractions up here as well, and this method applies to that as well. But we're going to multiply by the least common multiple of all of the denominators. All right. Now note there's no denominator up here, so it's just going to be between these two. So the least common multiple between 6 and 4 is going to be 12. So we're going to multiply the whole denominator by 12 and the numerator as well. Now the reason 12 is the LCM is because it's a multiple of 4 and a multiple of 6. But it's the lowest multiple between, or the lowest common multiple of 6 and 4. Okay. So on the top, we just get 3 times 12, which is 36. On the bottom, and we're taking this 12 and we're multiplying it by the whole thing. So we're going to have 12 divided by 6, which is 2, and then 2 times 5, which is 10. And then we'll have 12 divided by 4, which is 3, and 3 times 1 is 3. And that gives us our answer, 36 over 7. All right. This is going to be the better method once we have more complex fractions, but a lot of people can add and subtract fractions fairly quickly, so they might prefer that method. All right. Our next one, we've got 2/3 plus 7 over 6 divided by 1/2 minus 4/5. This will be kind of a long video. I'm going to go ahead and use both methods on this one. All right. So to give these the same denominator up top, I'll multiply this fraction by 2 over 2. All right, that way they'll both be a 6. So that's going to give me 4 plus 7 over 6. And for this one, I'll have to multiply this one by 5 over 5, and this one by 2 over 2. So this is going to give me 5 minus 4 times 2 is 8 over 5. All right. And then we can simplify and rewrite it. So we'll have 11 over 6 divided by negative 3 over 5. Same change flip. We'll have 11 over 6 times 5 over negative 3. 11 won't simplify with anything. 5 won't simplify with anything. So we can just multiply straight across. We'll have negative 55 over 18. Okay. And I'll do it again. That way you can see the LCM method. All right. 2/3 plus 7 over 6. 1/2 minus 4/5. All right, so the way we determine the LCM is we have to look at all 4 of these denominators. All right. Now, 6 is a multiple of 3 and it's a multiple of 2. So we can skip 2 and 3. All right. So those are gone. The least common multiple for 2 and 3 would be 6, and 6 is a multiple of 6 as well. So 6 covers both of those. All right. Now the least common multiple for 6 and 5, that's going to be 30, and that is going to be the one that we want. All right. 30 is the smallest multiple of all 4 of those numbers. All right. So we're going to be multiplying top and bottom by 30. So we have 30 over 30. All right. Let's distribute this. We'll have 30 divided by 3 is 10. 10 times 2 is 20. Plus 30 divided by 6 is 5. 5 times 7 is 35. And on the bottom, 30 divided by 2 is 15. 30 divided by 5 is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Let's see. All right. Need to check something here. Something's not looking right. 15 minus 24. It's 20, 35, 15, and 6 times 4 is 24. Huh. Interesting. Let me see what I get here. 20 plus 35 is 55. 15 minus 24. 15 minus 24 is going to be negative 9. I'm trying to see something I did wrong here between these two. Ah, I see it. Yep, my denominator here. Okay, the 2 and 5, this should have been a denominator of a 10. That's my problem. That's a 10. All right. So I have 11 over 6 divided by negative 3 over 10. And that'll be a 10. Okay. And now these two will simplify. That'll become a 3. This will become a 5. And so we wind up with 55 on top. But on the bottom, it's going to be a 9. Simple mistake right there. But the two answers should be the same. All right. on this one, whenever I was multiplying, I multiplied the top correctly, 5 and 8, but I didn't multiply the bottom correctly. I did 5 and 2. I think I had an 8 there is what that was. So. All right. We'll do some more examples next time.